Musall and Britton, there is the chance for some severe weather to roll through our area today. What do we know?
Yeah, that's right, Bert. Today we're monitoring the chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms. And actually, just before going on air, we've seen a couple of our first storms for West Texas tonight pop out just to the east of Abilene over I-20. But taking a look out the window in Abilene, there's not really a whole lot going on. There's a couple of clouds, but otherwise looks like beautiful blue sky over Texas. Good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Britton Musall. Like I mentioned, we have those storms just to the east of Abilene, but overall not a lot going on in West Texas. The main severe weather threat is off to our north and east in places like Oklahoma. But we have that upper level disturbance, which has helped provide the lift for some thunderstorms. We've had that stationary boundary just kind of to our north, right to the south of the Panhandle, and that little weather makers provided just the lift needed to get some extra storm activities. Now, coverage isn't great by any means, only really one county seeing thunderstorms right now, but any thunderstorms that do pop up for the remainder of the evening, we are monitoring for the chance of some gusty winds. You can see kind of this main chunk of our viewing area. We're also monitoring lightning. Given how hot and dry it's been, any lightning that does strike could very easily start a brush fire. Meteorologist Symone Thomas has more on exactly why that's true. Symone?
Yeah, Britton, you hit it right on the head. You know, we haven't gotten a lot as far as rain coverage. We have, however, been seeing a lot of excessive heat and dry conditions across West Texas. In fact, we are under a red flag warning today, thanks to the fact that most of us are under either elevated to critical fire weather conditions, that's including both San Angelo and Abilene. So that's going to pose a threat for fire weather today, as we're also tracking the severe weather. And here's a look at why. Some things that are needed for a wildfire to happen are dry vegetation. We got that per the drought monitor says. Low humidity, which is what we're seeing right now, and those strong winds, which is why we're under the red flag warning. Now, something as simple as a bolt of lightning or even those rays from the sun can be that heat source to start a fire. The dry fuels combined with oxygen from the wind are going to look to help it grow. So some things that provide great fuels for those fires are brush, prairie grass, and trees, all of which we have right here in West Texas. And as you see on your screen, something like a quick bolt of lightning on those dry conditions can set off that first spark. The wind helps that fire grow out of control very quickly, which is going to be something that we could see today with some of those thunderstorms. Now, if you find yourself in a wildfire scenario, you want to make sure you have a plan to evacuate. Listen out for those emergency channels and know the status of the fire nearby. Make sure you have all of your emergency supplies and must-have items in the car and ready to go. So if you are under an evacuation order, you can head out the door as quickly as possible. Now, like Britton said, the rain coverage itself not looking to be too great today. The big thing to look out for is those gusty winds and those bolts of lightning that could produce a potentially dangerous situation. Both Britton and I are going to have our eye to the sky this evening to have you more details as they become available. But until then, back to you in studio, Bert and Britton.
Thank you, Symone and Britton, for that important information. And for the latest updates on this evening's weather, make sure you stay weather aware by downloading our Fox West Texas mobile app.